See, they all have some thoughts now of T20, and of course, at the space we are lying in, I guess we have to go by some thoughts. So Dav and Dada felt, and we thought it was a secret. Then it became open. 6 months back, people knew we were trying to buy him. And then I requested a couple of teams, listen, please don't buy him, I really need him kind of thing. And then he broke his wrist or whatever, I don't know, fractured his wrist or something. And see, also, what I reacted to with Dr. Roy was that, listen, I heard an interview where they started saying to the franchisees that, why didn't you guys? And this is what I said. Don't you realize, the first thing to realize is there is an issue. Please don't just jump up and say, be brave, do this. There is an issue. There is an issue if you today try to take a Pakistani player in your team.
Now, what do you mean? Because this part of your statement did not get enough media attention. There is an issue. What is the issue? This
is the issue. I only said it, and the world has, broken all around, mad around me. So I'm like, so if you're sitting as a businessman or as a team owner, or as you say, खेल सकेंगे? नहीं, problem होगी. नहीं होगी यार, good sense will prevail. No, but there was a diktat that no, it should not be allowed. Australian players, I don't know. So it's okay, छोड़ना. यार क्यों पंगे में घुसो? See, it's as simple as that.
Do you think that's what happened?
100% it's like that.
Do you think the franchisees, you included, decided somewhere subconsciously that God knows what will happen if we buy a Pakistani player? कोई और झंझट हो जाएगा, कुछ और breakdown हो जाएगा, वीजा मिलेगा, नहीं मिलेगा?
ये 3 issues हैं. वीजा का प्रॉब्लम था, एनओसी का प्रॉब्लम था, सिक्योरिटी का प्रॉब्लम था, and the 5th is unsaid कि हम मुंबई में शायद नहीं खेल सकेंगे. It is disallowed here. It is disallowed here.
Disallowed by who?
मतलब people say
by groups like the
by groups, yeah, they'll say कि नहीं खिलाने देना. अभी last तो बारी खेले थे, but you never know. It can, all hell can break loose. So for someone, I'm very scared. I'm like, and are you saying is it an unconscious decision? No, it's conscious. Did you say कि नहीं यार अभी let's look for someone else? Though I was very keen. I'll be very honest. Not me personally per se, but because my captain and my coach wanted a certain player. And it was unfortunate that he hurt himself. We were very clear. The only player we wanted was Abdul Razak. I think they spoke with him also. And then he gave an interview. We spoke with them. There are rules that you can't buy him out of auction. So he was brought into the auction. He hurt himself. We went away. We couldn't take him. We took the next best choice or whatever we felt was the nicest thing to do. But I was just trying to explain on Dr. Roy's show that there is an issue. People have to consider these things. It's a big business. Stakes are high. Whatever people call it, whether, IPL, it should be free of all these things, but the issues exist. Even me just mentioning that there is an issue has resulted in such problems for the last 7 days.
But here's the question. There are people who think that Shah Rukh made this nice statement that there should be neighborly relations with Pakistan and it's a shame and people-to-people contact should be there. But when it came to the actual bidding, how come he didn't want, other than one player? And my question to you is, did all these other factors that you've spoken about, the fact that there could be complications, stop you?
No, they were only personal merit thoughts about each player. The second best choice when we had was always Shane Warne or Roach. I think we wanted a pace bowler. We just wanted a top-notch pace bowler who goes over 145, 143, kind of a thought. Dada was very clear on this. I'm giving you my strategy of my team.
That's okay.
Yeah. So
larger
picture. Yeah. So we wanted a pace bowler, very, very clearly. Post that, on merit, we had only one player to choose. We had just a slot for one. So we went for it. And beyond that, there was no decision. I hadn't gone for the auction because I was there till 3:30 in the morning. And I had some work for the film. So I got back, but we didn't consider any nationality while deciding players.
What do you think the others did? Why do you think nobody got picked up?
I don't know. See, there will be, see, I can't speak for others, Barka. You and I can think it could be because of this, but it would not be right for me to think about it because I haven't, when you come down to the auction, everybody's a little unfriendly. You're like, no, we won't tell, nobody will talk, and everybody do their own thing. So I haven't spoken, but forget that 7-8 auction bid for a moment. I'm not saying, Shah Rukh is saying nice things. But when I'm thinking about it, maybe just logically to think about it, if I have a problem tomorrow, again, with work like mine, so I would think of this, ki le len kya yaar phir?
High risk.
High risk. It's a high risk thing, and it's unfortunate. And if that makes me look like a coward, so be it. But at least I spoke about it. I may not have taken a player, but I spoke about it, and I stick to it, and I believe in it, and I totally believe that anyone who's not related to terrorism or bad deeds from any nation, we cannot club them together. I keep repeating this. Then, by that logic, we should not even take anyone from Goa, because this Goan gentleman, sorry, not a gentleman. This Goan bad person raped a 9-year-old girl from Russia. And if suppose, I think that is anti-national. I think if you rape a 9-year-old little girl, that is hugely anti-national. That means we should not have anyone from Goa also. We should not
Australia.
Like from Australia. So if things like this are going to be, then how are we not looking at ourselves? Haven't we done some corporate crimes all over the world? So does that mean all Indians are corporate cheats? Haven't we done, there have been bad guys, I don't know, the London bombing. There was one person who I think got burnt, if I'm not mistaken, whose brother was in Australia and the SIM card thingy happened.
Yeah.
But he wasn't it. So all Indians are terrorists?
The Glasgow bombing, yeah.
And it is amazingly ironic because maybe I'm brown and maybe my name is Khan. So in America, I'm treated exactly like that anyway. And that sort of irks me a bit. I find a rule, I follow the rule, but yeah, it irks me a bit. Ki, Arey yaar, yahan pe ye problem ho gaya. Suddenly I'm clubbed in a group. Also, I'm part of that group. I'm sure a lot of Indians are clubbed in that group when we travel abroad. So hum bhi us group ke andar hai according to some other people and we don't like it. So how come we don't mind...
so the least we can do is to not label other people.
Not label because we don't like the label. I've been frisked, I've been stopped at airports, I've had, I mean, it's okay, it's not a big issue, but you say, now ho to better hai na. Instead of having to do all this, now ho to better hai. So if I have got an issue, so, there's two ways to look at it. Oh, mere saath hota hai, main sabke saath karunga. But I don't think that's mature, I don't think that's nice, I don't think that's logical, and I don't think it's democratic. Abhi mere saath hota hai, Arey yaar, I feel it, it's not right. So why should I be grouping people like this, taking putting one wrong thought for a whole nation?
But talking about, you said, maybe I'm a coward, but at least I took a position and I stick to that position. Many people think you're extraordinarily brave for doing that because no one in your industry does it. Your industry does not stand up to Bal Thackeray.
It's not like that, Barka. What happens is when the film is about to release, we don't want, and I told this to Karan once, when the incident happened with him. And he said sorry, and he was vastly criticized for saying sorry. And he said two things in clarification to, I think, one of your interviews or somewhere on your channel. And he said, I did it because the stakes are very high. And I did it because my distributors and my partners have an issue. But he didn't say what actually disturbs most of the film people. That we are here to sell entertainment. Supposedly, there's nothing in this world better than to see a person smile. And the only thing better than that is, oh God, this person's smiling because of me. There's no feeling better than that. I'm telling you as an actor. And you can ask any actor. The bottom line is this. Suddenly, I cannot be responsible for 20 people, 40 people, 2 people, 1 person going to a theater and getting stoned or getting hurt. Even if it's a dhamki. Even if I believe kuch nahi hoga. Even if I believe the state machinery will look after me. It in your heart, it is a very scary thought because my wife and my kids go to watch a movie. I've stopped them. I remember post 26/11, there was a movie out, they wanted to see it. And I said, don't go. And my friend, and we decided, we are not going to talk about Rabne like this now. Because I can't tell anyone to go out and watch this film. I just told my kids not to go. So how can I tell someone to come out? Because it is scary. So when people say this, the real reason the film industry just bows down or gets scared. Yeah, the stakes is there, the business is there, the partner is there. But I think the main reason is, listen, I'm not making this film to hurt people. For example...
Most people think that it's done because of the money involved.
No, I don't think so. I keep hearing, paisa bahut ho gaya hai film industry. It's very easy, yaar. Come on. I'm not trying to justify. Haan, bahut paisa hai. Aur bahut ameer hai. Aur bahut good looking hai. Aur bahut power hai. And bahut classy hai. इतनी कि अपने पिक्चर हम रिलीज नहीं कर सकते फ्राइडे को तो खामखा का पावर है I met Fareed and I told him that he says
Fareed's a car.
Yeah, and he's a friend and he said, Newsweek 50 most powerful people in the world, and I'm like, oh, go to hell, man, this is not power. Where is the power? Where is the power? I mean, sometimes you say, if I was not in such a vulnerable position of being a movie star, I will show you power. I mean, I am a good thinking bloody Indian. I'll show power then. Yeah. I really wish, I don't know nothing about politics, but I want to have good people sit down with me and I tell them, let's show power because we have nothing to lose. But I have so much to lose. I have so much to lose. I'm a star. I love being a star. I love the riches. I love being good looking. I love my films doing well. I love nobody getting hurt when they go to watch my film. And there is no crime if I'm thinking that people should not get hurt watching my film.
So how come, with applying the same logic, you didn't think this time, I don't want people to get scared watching My Name is Khan. Let me just come out and say, if I hurt your sentiments, I'm sorry. Which is usually how it works. Which is usually what everybody does.
Yeah,
Did you think about doing it?
No, I just said sorry to Karan and Kajol and everyone. And I told my partners, I'll work free for you on television. Because it is the only small thing that I have. See, I'm not a great actor. I'm